So hello, my 10th graders. I want you guys to watch this video for today instead of Zooming. The first thing I want to tell you guys is that the grades are not looking so hot. Um, it would be very beneficial for you guys to go back and look at some of your missing assignments. All right, so good morning, you guys. Miss James here. I wanted to make you guys this video to hopefully guide you a little bit more today instead of Zooming. We are going to Zoom tomorrow, but I wanted to show you guys how to do some things instead of doing that for today. The first thing I want to tell you guys is that the grades are not looking so hot, but just remember, no matter what happens in my class and Miss Bunting's class, you guys are always welcome to do the assignments over. You can ask me for more help. You guys can have more time. So please don't think like just because I give you a 0 that you don't have another chance, because you absolutely do. Also, if you guys did not like your score on your vocabulary test, you're welcome to redo it. If you have trouble with that, just email me and I can change the share settings. If I didn't do that already, I will. Okay, so on here, what I want to show you is that um, I've given you the new vocabulary words. Okay. For the next couple of weeks, you're going to notice on the vocabulary tests that the words from the past are going to be on there. The whole point of learning vocabulary is not to learn it and forget it. You don't realize it, but all of these words are slowly moving into your long-term memory, and that's what you want. You want these words to kind of always be there, and you're going to sound so much more sophisticated and intelligent and all the things that we want for you and you want for yourself. So the whole point of the vocabulary words is not only to prepare you for the SATs, but also to grow your vocabulary. So if you guys did not do hot on the last vocabulary test, you're welcome to redo it. Just look at those words from the previous weeks, okay, while you're taking it. Either way, I just want you guys to be ready. So your vocabulary words are here, and then where'd I put you? Then I put the vocabulary sentences. You guys know, Nicholas already did it, awesome. So he's our vocabulary king. So on here, you guys, you're kind of getting used to the fact that there's pretty much going to be vocabulary every week. I'll try not to give you too much of a mental headache and give it to you every week, but the whole point of this is to grow your vocabulary. And hopefully you will keep doing this. Okay, so that's your vocabulary sentences. I made those due on Thursday, I believe. So you guys would have a little bit more time before you take your vocabulary test on Friday. I'm thinking next week I'll give you guys a little bit of a break on the vocabulary. I can kind of imagine like putting myself in your shoes and you're like, man, this is a lot of vocabulary. Okay, so do the vocabulary this week and I will give you guys a vocabulary break next week. I am going to be on your Google Doc for the rest of the class, or at least for some of it. That one is going to be right here. The quiz is for you guys. It's due tomorrow. Please try to finish it in class, but I wanted to go over that since I wanted you to finish it. So that is right here. I did see a couple of you guys working on here today. I was really sad to only see 2 of you out of the 11 working on your quiz. When we don't have class, you guys, you still should be doing the activities with us. Okay, so on here it says we're all doing this quiz together. So what that means is you all have access to the same exact document. If you don't know what I mean, you can either go to Google Classroom and click on this, or you can go to your email because you all have access to this. Now I wanted to be able to see who's working, but I also, if you guys want to help each other, I think that would be fantastic. If somebody's not understanding something, you have chat, you have the ability to help each other, okay? Excuse me. So A couple of days ago, we went over the Peel notes, which are right here. You have your Peel paragraph notes. Those are right here. I'm hoping you guys put these in your notebook. That way, if you ever need to go back to them, you can. I want you guys to think as 11th graders that you only have, a year and a half or so, and then you're in college. And no matter what you do or where you go, you can always remember to put your paragraphs together using Peel, okay? So you have your point, you're going to answer the question, then you're going to pull evidence. You should never, ever, for the rest of high school or college, ever write anything without providing evidence. If you don't have a PhD, you pretty much have to provide evidence for everything. I don't even have my PhD yet. So that means if I want to say something, I have to back it up with evidence from more credible people than myself. You're explaining your evidence. What exactly are you pulling about the evidence? Okay. Jefferson is explaining how King George has destroyed their lives. So you're gonna pull evidence and you're gonna put it in quotes, and then you're gonna explain how your evidence supports your point. And I'll go over that too to help you. Then you have your link, which is gonna be the last sentence of your paragraph. It's gonna provide a link back to your original point. Okay. So if I'm talking about Jefferson and I'm saying that it is a breakup letter, you're going to say, therefore, the evidence proves that this is like a breakup letter because he provides all of the reasons why Britain was breaking up, why the colonies were breaking up with Britain. So on here, you have your Peel, and you're going to use this strategy to complete your quiz. I know this is a little bit kind of a lot when someone makes you a video, but I just wanted you guys to be prepared, okay? If you see other people working, that's kind of the whole point. I want you guys to be working together if you want to. If you're the type of person that's like, Miss James, I just want to do this and be done, then you can do that too. But it's always nice to have someone to help you. So I put a little bit of help on here. So you have your topic sentence. You're going to answer the question and explain why. Then you're going to have your evidence, and I would like for you guys to put it in red. Under the first E will be your evidence. Then you're going to use the second E for your explanation, and then the link will be the last sentence of your paragraph, and then you're going to copy and paste everything that you get from here, and it's going to magically turn into a paragraph, okay? So I'm just going to give you an example of what I might put. While you're doing this, you guys should have your Declaration of Independence annotations open, and you should also have your cheat sheet, the one that looks like, just make sure that when you guys are opening the class and you're doing your quiz, that you have everything open. So on here you have your quiz, and then I would most likely pull up everything I'm working on. So you have this one. So if you're going to use this one, you're welcome to do that. So what you're going to do is whatever you take from here, you're going to put it in quotes and you're going to copy and paste it into here. Or you can go back into your annotations, which are right here. Excuse me, 3 of you have turned these in. I promise I will grade these soon. You're going to go into here, and this is probably where you should grab your evidence from. Okay, so if I have all of these and I have all of my pieces of evidence, I'm probably going to pull from here, put it in quotes, and then stick it right there. And then I'm going to make my font red, okay? So if I say, is the Declaration of Independence like a breakup letter? So I'm going to be Claudia for a minute. I'm going to say, yes, the Declaration of Independence is like a breakup letter because the colonies, or say, well, because Jefferson wrote 26 reasons because Jefferson wrote 26 reasons why they were breaking up. Let's be more specific, why the colonies were breaking up with Britain. And then for my evidence, I'm going to put this in red, and I might say something like, in the Declaration, Jefferson and the other writers go into great detail about why they are breaking up with them as they write, comma, quote. So now that I have my introduction to my evidence, I'm going to go back and look at what I might want to pull to assume that they're breaking up. So since I already did my annotations, this is going to be a lot easier. And this is why I want you guys to annotate. Because if you have a paragraph like this, and you pretty much always will have someone asking you these type of questions, it says be specific and cite 2 pieces of evidence to support your analysis. Okay, so on here it says we're breaking up with you, we are done with you. So on here I might pull something like you're too controlling and you took forever, they made them uncomfortable and sick. So I think I'm going to put something like that. Let's see. He forced the colonies to meet at places that made them uncomfortable and sick. So that's what I think I'm going to put. I like that line. So in the Declaration, Jefferson and the other writers go into great detail about why they are breaking up with them as they write. Let me think here. What do I want to do to make this even easier on myself? This is very helpful. I hope you guys have this open. He has called together legislative bodies at places unusual and uncomfortable and distant from the depository of their public records. So I'm going to take this, just going to copy and paste it onto here. He has called together legislative bodies at places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant from the depository of their public records for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. Okay, and then I'm going to say for the E, I'm going to say this evidence shows how uncomfortable, this evidence shows that the Declaration is like a breakup letter because it reveals the fact that just like in a relationship, Britain made the colonists uncomfortable and almost ill when one is in the wrong relationship. They too may feel uncomfortable or uneasy on several occasions. Okay, so now I have I answered the question. Yes, the Declaration of Independence is like a breakup letter because Jefferson wrote 26 reasons why the colonies were breaking